Hello, welcome everyone to today's tutorial. We're supposed to have a scheduled class by 8:30, but due to some reasons, the class could not hold, and I decided to do a video instead. Then our next class, we look at what I've done in the video. So this was one of the assignments I asked you guys to do, and most of you have done it, which is impressive. So in this training, I'm going to talk about the um, the dimension tool because that's one aspect we haven't touched on, and we move into 3D, basic 3D concept. So far um, we started with what AutoCAD is. We also looked at types of AutoCAD. We looked at carriers in CAD, and which we did all this. Um, we looked at the introduction of AutoCAD, and these were the basic tools we used. We fused the line to polyline to circle and all that hatch. We did this in our first class, and well, this was given as an assignment. We did this second class, and this was given as an assignment. This also an assignment. We have done all this. We have also done this, but not dimensioned. Okay. In this tutorial, like I said, we're going to look at the dimension too. So let's move to AutoCAD. Uh, okay, so in order for us to be able to dimension, this is where we have our dimension tools. Get, you come here, click on this little drop down icon. We have other tools here. So dimension. So the first thing we're going to do is to use the linear tool. Click on it. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'll click on this line and click on this other line. So the linear tool is used to get linear dimension. You know what the meaning of linear means. It's a straight line. Get. Um, I'm using the linear tool again. Click on it. Uh, uh, Click on this line and click on this line. Then zoom out. The next tool I'm going to use is the radius tool. Click on it. Select this arc or circle and drop it inside. So from this, you can see that my um, my dimension lines are tiny or small. The arrows are small. They are not visible except I zoom in. So what I'm going to do now is to change my dimension style, which I'm going to do now. Come here, click on this little drop down arrow and click on this. So you can see dimension style. When I click on it, I have um, this dialog box. I'll click on modify. Okay, when I get here, there are a few things I need to do. I'll click on align with dimension lines, increase my height to 5, come to arrows and symbols, increase it to 4. to units and change this to a whole number. After that, I'll click on OK, close. Then I'll zoom out. So I think this settings is okay. Click on the, okay, this time I'm going to use diameter, zoom in, click on this, zoom out a bit. This has a diameter of 10, that's good. I'll click on the linear tool, zoom in, click this point, click on this point, and I have a dimension of 10 here. Click on the linear tool, click align for this, click this, distance is 14, and I can still use the linear, click this point and click this point, and move it this way. Click on the linear tool, click this point and click this point. We have 84. Click on the linear tool. The distance from this point to this point is what? 11. Distance from this point to this point is what? 13. What else? What angle haven't we dimensioned? Okay. We have from this point to this point is 14. Can move that inside, and I'm going to give this a dimension, and I have 24. So basically, this is how you dimension in AutoCAD. Very easy, straightforward. I'll do a brief recap. You come down to this point, click on this little drop down, select any of the dimension type you want, either linear, aligned, angular, arc, radius, diameter, and so on. Whichever one you want, you click on it, diameter, select the object you want to dimension, and that's all. Then the next thing we are going to do is to do one other example, and that's it. So this is the example I'm going to treat, this example. Okay, and now one thing you need to understand while doing AutoCAD is to first of all understand your drawing. Yes, you need to understand the drawing and also look at the easiest way to start drawing. So for this example, I'm going to do this. The first thing I always do is to draw my center line. Okay, my center line is going to serve as my point of reference. But I want this class to be as simple and easy to understand as possible. So I'm not going to do a lot of complex things. I want everybody to follow along. Okay. Now I'll click on the line tool, select a point, and I have a distance of 64. I'll move it this way and type 64. Hit enter. I'll zoom out. So if yours is you have the same issue, all you just need to do is to zoom out, hit escape. Okay, from this, what I just did was to draw this line of 64. Okay, this distance of 64. Then from here we have a radius of 10. We also have a radius of 6. Go back to AutoCAD, click on the circle tool, click this point, radius of 10, enter, click this point, radius of 6, enter. So I have drawn these two circles. I have another circle here of radius of 8, another one radius of 25. Okay, I'll come down to this point. We have radius of 8, and that circle, radius of 25. Okay, radius of 8, radius of 25. I think we also have another radius here, radius of 56. That's from this point. Click, I can right click, repeat circle, radius of 56, 5, 5, 6, and 8, enter. In order for me not to get confused, I will start trimming some of these edges. And I said the essence of you trimming is to remove unwanted lines, unwanted objects, objects, lines, whatever object you don't need, you can start trimming. I'm going to draw this line here. Okay, click on the line tool, zoom in, click this point, and I'm going to hold down my shift key and right click on tangent, and click this line, hit escape. Okay, I'm going to click on the trim tool. This is the trim tool. Click on the trim tool, enter once, and zoom in. Select this line to trim. Select this line to trim, and okay, I'm going to leave that for now. Hit escape. I'm going to draw another circle again, which is this radius 72. I'll draw this circle, radius 72, starting from the origin. You get? Zoom in, click on circle, this radius what? 72. Okay, that's too big. Check I need to understand this drawing. This, okay, 72. So I think this radius is starting from this point. 72. Yes, that's it, that's the point. I have a radius of 25. This is the radius of 25. This is the radius of 72. This is the radius of 56. Okay, 25, 72, 56. Then we have a radius here of 5 and a radius here of 10. In order for me to get this radius of 5, I'm going to use another form of circle. Click on my circle tool and zoom in. I'll click on this tantan radius, click on it. Now, what the tantan radius does is simply it helps you create a circle that touches the tangent of two objects. Okay, it can touch the tangent of two circles. So for this, I'm going to click on this first tangent. You can see it says second tangent. This is the second tangent, and it says specify radius of type 5 and hit enter. So you can see that I've gotten that circle. I'll click on the trim tool. This is the trim tool. Hit enter once and trim this portion. So you can see I've gotten one part of this full circle. Hit my escape and zoom out. Next thing I'm going to do is to get this portion of this circle here. Click on this, zoom in, and this is, I'm going to select this and delete it because I don't need it. Okay, let's go back to that. So there's a line here coming this way, and there's another one moving this way. I'll click on the line tool, select this line. What I did, I held down my shift key and right clicked, click on tangent, and click on this, hit the escape key. Click on the circle tool again, come down here, click on tantan radius. This is it, tantan radius. Click on this line, click on this line, and type 10. Click on the trim tool, hit enter once, select, 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 escape. Okay, still click on the trim tool again, hit enter once again, and zoom in. Let's see, so this would be, click on this line, there's a little error here. So what I'm simply doing is I'm removing some access notice. Also, I'm also looking at things uh, I can delete from this full shape. going to type again to it was it's enter once. Okay, I'll click on this line, delete it. I just used it as my reference line. So you can see I have, done this. The next thing I'm going to do is to make copies or a copy of it and two copies rather. I'm going to, you know, add gradient to one, dimension it. The other one, I'm going to move it, change it, or move it to 3D. And that's going to be the end of this. Then the last one, which is this, is going to be the assignment. Okay. So in order to make copies, I'll click on the copy tool, select all this, hit enter, make one copy, make another copy, and escape. Okay, so for this, same thing I did previously, click on this, select the dimension style. But before I do that, I have to first of all dimension to make sure that I know what I'm setting or know my current settings. Click on this and zoom out. So I can see that my dimensions are small. Then I move along with this. I'll click on the modify tool. Sorry, modify, not the tool. Come down to text, increase this to 5 or 6. Text and arrows, move this to 3. Primary units, I'll make this a whole number. Lines, leave it the same way. Come down here to align with dimension. Click on OK. Close. Okay, I think this is okay. Click on radius, select this, move out. Okay, I think I need to move in again. Click on this little drop down, you can see radius here. Click on radius again. So you can see that what we did was in line. Then click on radius, click this little drop down, click this point, click this point. I have a distance of 64. What are we missing? Click radius again. There's an inner circle here, which is 56. Click on it. We also have another inner circle here, 72. Click on it and go to zoom out. So you can see what we just did perfectly without stress. Then for this, I am going to add gradients, and adding gradient is difficult. Come down to hatch, click on this little drop down, click on gradient, select the colors you want. I'm going to use magenta and green. I think these are two lovely colors. Click on this and I'll zoom out a little bit. Um, Maybe this will work. Okay, hit enter. Okay, then this is it. You understand? You can also decide to dimension this if you want. Um, just doing a quick dimensioning. We have done that before. Okay, now I'm going to talk about 3D model a bit to wrap up this class. Now, in order for us to do a 3D model, um, we need to switch to 3D modeling workspace. Click on this and go to 3D basics. Okay, and click on this extrude tool. No, click on the press tool rather. Before we click on the press tool, I would like you to do this first. Come down to this point. You see unsaved view. Switch to southeast isometric. So you can see this. Our view cube has also changed. You can see the X, Y, and Z axis here. No longer X and Y axis alone. The C is indicating that there is a third dimension or a third plane, which can be your height or your thickness. Click on press pull, select the internal boundary, move up to your desired height, or if you know if there's a given distance, you can do that. I'm just going to give any point there. Come down to this point, click on 2D wireframe and move to realistic. So you can see that we have done this in 3D. So this is where we are going to end the class for today. Sorry we couldn't have a virtual call like usual. I'm going to post this night so that you can practice it and become good at using AutoCAD. Thank you.